Well, good evening and welcome to the DTR Radicals series. This is series 2, powered by Robio.ai. And this series brings us, and oh, hang on, yep, we've got Magdalena in. Hey Magdalena, how you keeping? Nice to have you in with us, buddy. Thank you. And so this evening's race is a rewind from Saturday's, which was the Watkins Glen. And so we'll be having a review of this race on the rewind this evening, and yeah, we'll be kicking off in a few moments, but just run through a few of the drivers who were involved, and we'll go through from there. So P1 was DTR Tron, who also was pole position for his respective class as well, but also was P1 in the pro class, I should say, but also P1 for the race as well. Followed very closely by, I should go the right direction, very closely by DTR Glen, who was also had P1 for his respective class as well in the elites. Then we had Nick in P3, and going on to Don, who was in the Pro-Am class, and he was P1, pole position for his respective class as well. And then we had Butts and Carts, Wes, and P5, Peter in P6, so the Pennzoil Broken Piston Racing team, all well represented in the top 6 there, very early on. It's great stuff. Yeah, we'll get to some of that as well, Machine, absolutely. Yeah, there was. Yeah, it was unfortunate you did sort of, we won't give too much away, but yeah. But yeah, it was unfortunate. You had some good pace actually, doing very well, and so yeah, we carry on back. So there we are. It's Magdalena, and then we have coming around here. Oh, I'm going the wrong direction again. There, Magdalena. That's better. That's it. And the green, silver and white, red livery there. And then we had DTR Yari, who was driving with the A team. Who Tron was also holding pole position for them. And then we had myself, DTR Movement Papa, in P9, and then followed by DTR Daiko, and he was in 10th place, just behind, followed by Ian, DTR Cars IAR9 in the Iron Dames livery with the Iron Hamsters team. And then Faulkner, my partner in crime, absolutely, my teammate there, bringing up the rear, but yeah, in P12, and both me and him, bright battle on our hands here. So yeah, we'll get towards the starting points in a minute, and we'll get back to the front again. So we've got Tron coming off the start, so it's a rolling start in this series as well, so each of the races are rolling starts. And yeah, so it should be a little bit better. There's Don. Hello, Don. Morning, mate. Good to see you in. And Robin as well. Robbo. How are you keeping, man? And Yari. How are you? Hola too, my man. Hola too. Yep, absolutely. Right, so with no further ado, let's get this show on the road, as they say. So let's get the race started. And 3, 2, 1, and away we go. So if we come through, Tron out in front, followed by Goleman P2, Nick, D-Max there. Before you can see it's all quite close. The 3 Pennzoil liveries. Piston Racing, but there's Don. Don with Goleman just a couple of places in front, and Nick in between the two, but everyone comes through nice and clean there, as we see. Got some coming through on the inside, trying through there. Peter very close behind with Magdalena, Yari, myself, And then Dyko, Ian, and there we go, and Faulkner. There we are. So everyone's still in fairly good tension at the moment. This being lap 1. So we'll have a little look at the tyres as well in a minute, because that'll be a bit of a thing too. As you've got to use both softs and mediums, so there's always 2 compounds to be used. And so regardless of the weather, you always have the allowance of using the 2 compounds, which for this track was always going to be softs and mediums. Definitely. Trying to set them off, holding P1 at that point, Bondman in P2. Going back to this now is quite a collection here, as you can see. Quite a few, a little bit sideways for Don there. That's probably going to lose that. Yes, yeah, he's just going to lose that position there to M3 guy to Nick on the. He's now on the outside coming through. But looks like he will just about hold that position. Great drive in between the pair of them there, giving space. Oh, slight little touch, but yeah, that was bound to happen as soon as I said that. So yeah, there we go. Don through there. So Don in and amongst them, stopping them having their 3 Pennzoils all together. Don blocking it nicely at the moment. Extremely good driving. And coming down to Peter. Excellent drive also, keeping in touch with Don there. Nice and close. You can see everyone's still very close here. So Peter, then have Mujolina, Yari just coming through a little bit on the inside there. Dyko on the moving over to slightly onto the outer side. Myself there as well. Oh, Yari just eats a bit of the grass there on the inside. Has he given? Yes, it is. That's allowed me through to P9. Ian still in close attention there in P11. Still keeping that, and Faulkner still not too far off at the moment, but yeah. So let's get back up there. So very interesting. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we all need a little bit of that. We all need a bit of warming up. It's very helpful. Yeah, great stuff. Yeah, nice little battle. Nice little 4 in the back here, but we'll move over to the front in a minute as well. It's a shame we can't just sort of click straight across and watch everything, but watch with the other drivers too. But yeah, look at that lovely, good space given. Excellent racing. There we go. And then Dyko goes through on the inside. Yep, he makes it stick. Again, lovely racing between the 4. So we'll quickly pop up now. So again, we had Mujolina coming through there. His fastest lap so far. Number through. Don in P6 now, but on the racing softs. And we've also got Peter also on the racing softs there. DTR FM78, Pink Floyd Peter. And Butts and Cats. Where's in P4? And M3 guys, so we have the 3 Pennzoils all together now. Broken Piston Racing all represented at 3rd, 4th and 5th. So yeah, I bet they'd love to keep this at the end of the race, or even better. Move on to Tron. Tron, who managed to keep Goldieman at bay for a good 3 laps there, and then Goldieman's just managed to go through. But yeah, still in touch, still keeping very good touch. He did, yeah, absolutely. You only have to look at his times, and that 1:14.3 actually is the fastest lap of the race, and it stays as the fastest lap of the race as well for the whole race. It's quite a heck of a lap he threw together there. Really good. There we go. So I'm going on the way a bit there, but yeah. Goldman and P1 just in front, so it's a tight little battle between the 2 of them. Goes on for quite a while actually with these 2. I'll just scoot to the next bit. Going back to Nick in P3, Wes in P4. We've had Don move into P5, and Peter in P6. just dropped down to P6 at that point, but yeah, still very tight between these two. I'm sure they'll be sort of thinking to themselves, okay, let's try and create a bit of space, let's try and bridge the gap, let's try and get a bit closer to Tron up front in P2 and try and keep as close as they can. It's always difficult when you're racing with your teammate. Does one think that they're a little bit quicker than the other? Should the one go in front, or should they just work together and try and just keep as close as they can with each other and then find the right moment? Yeah, hey Nick, how are you? All right? Good to have you drop in, my man. Good to see you. Good to see you. Super stuff. Super stuff. So yeah, you see the lap times here too are really good. So hitting into the 114s as well. I was also hitting the 114, 114.6 there as well, which is a really good time. Of course, this was only a couple of days as well after the update, which came on the Thursday. So only a few days really to sort of get used to the cars again. It wasn't too bad. It was just more the tyre scenarios more than anything else really. The car's handling wasn't greatly affected, I don't think, but it's really good. We'll go down a little bit now. So yeah, moving in down, these two are there. We've got Don in P5, moving down Peter in P6, and Peter's got himself a bit of space now, so although he's lost a little bit off the tail of Don, he's still managing to keep himself a little bit of distance between him and Yari. Yari and Muggelina now right on each other's tail. Look at this. Yep. Nice and tight, nice and tight. Ian there now, also in P9. So Ian's moved up too, from P11 to P9, so he's gained a good couple of positions too. But yeah, he's still pretty close, you know. It's all still pretty close. The one thing we all notice about Muggelina there is obviously Muggelina, I believe, was on the mediums. Indeed, he was the only driver I think was running mediums. India Stig, how's it going, my man? Good to have you here. Great to have you drop in, buddy. Hope all's going well. Hope all the series are going well as well. I've tried to catch up whenever I can, as much as I can, but yeah, great to have you drop in. There's Tyson too. Hey Tyson, hope you're keeping well. Yeah, lovely. But of course I know Stig when it was Tula. And yeah, I'll have to pop in. Got to pop in on one of your lobbies one time. Must do that. It'll be fun, definitely. So yeah, so we have Muggelina still in P7, so he's running on the mediums. Excuse me. Peter in P8. I missed a little bit of the action there whilst I was catching up and chatting. And I think Ian just grazed a little bit there as he came out. Dyko now just squeezing by. Now I'm back up into ninth place, so yes, it's switching about at the back as well as it is everywhere else, so it's really good racing. Yeah, lovely stuff, man. Lovely. Yeah, we'll do something, definitely. Got to get in with you at some point, mate. Really do. Been a while. Yeah. Right there. So yeah, Ian and Dyko right there. Like I say, only a couple of days between the update and when this race happened, so not ideal as such, but I think everyone really did exceptionally well considering, and getting used to the new tyre wears, how the tyres felt. Yeah, definitely, and that was also really important to it. So the race. Move back up now, so I go P10, myself in P9. At this point now I know I've got to really move because I'm on a different strategy to everybody else, which not everyone knew obviously at the time, but it's coming. Very different strategy. Had to try something a little bit different. Moving up to Peter. I'm still in P8, keeping in touch with Muggelina. Muggelina's still in touch with Yari as well. I'll sit in the middle there just to see. The three together. Great racing. Really great racing. There we go. I'll flick up towards the front end now as well, a little bit more. Got Don staying at the front of the Pro-Am drivers at the moment. P5. Brilliant drive. Brilliant drive. The tyres now, you can see they're really starting to wear off now. Lap 9. So yeah, with the next few laps, 2 or 3 laps, he's going to be thinking, or maybe 4 laps, he'll be thinking about what he's going to be doing with those tyres then, and when he's going to pit in. Moving then on to wears. Also similar wear on the fronts. And staying pretty much in close attention to Nick in front in P3 in a podium position. Let's see what Nick's done. Yeah, very similar as well. So very similar on fuel. Fuel's got Nick's got a little bit more fuel. He's sipping a little bit less at the moment. And now we have DTR Tron. Oh yes, right, okay. So tyres are very much on their way with Tron there. You can see getting quite low. Keeping up P2. He's got a bit of distance though, so he's lost a little bit of time to Goleman, which to be expected really. Is virtually Goleman's track really. His pace around here is exceptional, and yeah, he's really good. Goleman there. So we see Goleman there, the 114s as we can see there, 114.388 is his best time, but very consistent there. And then just drifting into the 115.2s now as the tyres are easing off, just wearing off a little bit. There we go. But yeah, so just easing off as the tyres are easing off, his times are just going to ease in. So we got Tron, who jumped into the pits at this point. Let's see, he'll be changing onto his medium tyres and taking on enough fuel for the rest of the race. Indeed, he's back out. Yeah, Faulkner also coming on his way out as well. So we've got Faulkner also about to come out. Coming back out onto the track. So that left Goleman pretty much on his own at the front there. Bit of distance then before Nick, and then Wes is still holding P2 and P3 here, and there's still there's a little bit of distance there. I know they're going to have to be thinking of pitting in fairly soon. Don still there. Lap 11. Michelina and Yari still having a right battle royale. Indeed. Great driving. Yeah, it's good. Good to see. Just got a slightly better exit there. The mediums aren't too bad. Once you sort of run them in a little bit, you actually get a bit of pace out of them too. So that's how I found them. So not too bad at all. Yari pulling in now. So Yari's going to be coming off those softs, changing on to the mediums for the rest of the race. I still Michelina P4, so Michelina moves himself up to P4. We then had Peterson P5, and I'm imagining he'll be pitting in soon. Yeah. Great drive again by Peter, excellent stuff. And yeah, I'll let you into a little secret. I know Peter went manual for this track. He went manual gears. Well done. Excellent stuff, mate, excellent stuff. And it paid dividends. Absolutely paid dividends for you. Well done. There's the old Newman there, look. P6 at this time, but yeah. I'm going to be pitting in at the end of this lap 12. Pitting in, you can see the tyres are right off there, pretty much down, fuel's right down. Dyko in P7 and Ian in P8, so still all within a mistake of each other realistically. Any little half-second errors here, then you're right back up with each other, on each other's bumper. Great stuff. So we've got yeah, myself and Don, Nick, Goleman, and everyone coming in on P12. A lot of people came on P12, to be honest. There was lots of action, as we can see. going around, dropping down now as he comes out and changing onto his mediums. Same with Peter, same with myself, same with Nick and Don. Everyone coming in, and then all coming back out. So we'll go back to the front now at this point. And that means that Mujolina is still at the front because he started on the mediums, so he's made that count for himself. Like I say, this is NASCAR settings on this, so the penalties were taken off. The track limit penalties were taken off, so that corners 1 and that last elongated hairpin there, and this one also, this turn here could also be slightly widened as such, so you could sort of widen out a little bit, overrun if you needed to, if you felt that was going to give you. Oh no! Oh, this was bad timing. Sorry, Martin. Sorry. I should have clicked off there. And he's going to go in. He's going to pit in now. So yeah, pitting in. Realised, yeah, I've lost a bit of time. I might as well get in there now and get done. Absolutely. Yep. Lap 14. Oh, that's such a shame. So that was a little spin. Oh man, that's such a shame. Okay, so we have Dyke also coming in at the same time. He's changing onto the medium tyres. Ian also coming in and changing onto the medium tyres, I believe. Yes, absolutely. That was such a shame. Such a shame. That really was. I'm wondering whether were you intending to pit at that point, or were you going to go one more lap and then pit? Did that sort of force your arm? Did you decide, oh, I better pit now, as I've, I'm looking through, so Ian coming out. One of the best views, there it is. Love this view. So we'll ride out for a lap with Ian. The Iron Dames livery. With lovely lines through there, beautifully done. Easing up a little bit, and then, yep, on with the power. Go. There we go, look at that. It just allows you to take it that little bit wider, the NASCAR settings on that part, so you can run out with a bit more momentum. Look at that, lovely lines again, well done. And there we are, that's our lap on board Ian. Beautiful. Well done, Ian. Excellent stuff. There we are. Beautiful. Right, going back then. So we shall head out and have a look. There we are, we have Goldman. Still in P1 at this point, so he's on the racing mediums now. He's going to be on those mediums till the end of the race. And then we have Tron just coming through on the last part there, so still keeping everything honest. Still keeping, I say, it only takes a couple of mistakes, and with one or two of the penalties on this track, we can be quite harsh. It'll be pretty difficult. We've got Tron in P2, we then got Nick in P3. Fueled again right now until the end of the race. We don't have Wares in P4, so they've been holding third and fourth position. Broken Piston Racing, Team Broken Piston Racing. Then we have Don in P5. Again, exceptional driving by Don. There he is. And then myself staying with Don at the moment. So I know we had a nice little tussle for a few laps, me and Don. As I came in, changed onto my medium tyres, I went for a two-stopper. Strategy. I was the only one who did. So we'll have to see. Yeah, I thought it might be a case you might have wanted to go. I think you had the fuel to go one more lap, and then obviously with that happening, it was probably the wisest decision, wasn't it? Really, I think, because you'd lost momentum at that point, so you wouldn't have had the speed to have made the next lap a good time. So it made sense. Lovely, excellent stuff. But yeah, we had some good little battles on here. Don and myself, and then we've got Yari, and then we've got Mergelina just behind as well. Time for a little sip of refreshment. There we go. So yeah, slightly tighter line. Can I get there? Oh, and there we go, a little clip. So yeah, it's a bit of Don went a little bit wide there. He just sort of touched the barrier, came back on. Well, the barrier bounced him back in front of me really, and I moved to overtake to make the most of the extra pace I had at the time. But yeah, I ended up clipping Don, and yeah, give him a good old boost. So my chance of getting in front at that point was yeah, was made a little bit trickier. But as you can see, he's not too far away from Wes either, so closing up. Great little battle. I'll come back a little bit. So yeah, that's that on the medium. So yeah, keeping well. 3/4 of a tank left. But Don with just over 3/4 of a tank. Obviously, it didn't really matter with mine at this point because obviously I was on a 2-stopper. So I was on a different strategy really. I looked to try and carry the least fuel as I could. Yeah. Yeah, because I'm about to click and I know he's coming back at you now. So Yari's got the tension again here. There it is. So yeah, and you can see everyone's still pretty close still. Oh, yeah, very, very close now. So yeah, very nervous, very nervy times, Yari, very nervy times. Great racing, and there we go on the inside. Mergelina carrying that extra pace. Of course, Mergelina now on the softs as opposed to Yari now being on the mediums, so there is that slight advantage. You've got to make the most of those softs early on in the earlier laps because they do ease off and wear off a little bit, and performance level, although the grip isn't too bad, the performance level of them drops off, and I think it drops off a little bit earlier now than it used to. But oh yeah, coming back around them wide on the outside. Mergelina staying defensive on the inside there, holding line, and across they go through the bus stop. Lovely lines again. Oh, a little bit of extra width there, and yes, Yari's made that count. He's managed to get in through in front of Mergelina. Mergelina, can he respond? He's looking to try and come around the outside, but it's going to be tricky coming around the outside on this corner. Penalties are off, by the way, so you've got to keep that in mind. So it's going to be interesting to see. Oh, well done. Well, look at the lines. Well done. Brilliant racing. Absolute space giving, respect giving, brilliant. Well done, guys. Great to watch. Great to watch. Look at this. I'll come back to you, but look at this. The three of us. Oh, Don's just gone a little bit wayward there. Wes has gone through. Oh. Here's Wes. Hey Wes, how's he keeping, mate? All right? Good to have you in the chat. Good to have you in the chat. Nice to see you. Just you turned up just at the right time. Just in the flow. Oh, don't worry. That's fine. That's fine. We're having a good old butcher's through here. Obviously, you're holding this position at the time. But yeah. And Don manages to hold that one. So as you can see, I'm going to be pitting in at the end of this lap anyway. So this is the part of my strategy. Yeah. But yeah, Don in front. Wes. It's going to be interesting because yeah, I do close up on Wes later. But yeah. We're on there. Yari, Mergelina still in touch. So yeah, you see there's lots of little battles going on. Lots of little battles going on. I'm just going to quickly click back through because I haven't been through a bit. There's Robbo again, eh? How's it going, Robbo? Missed you in this one. Hopefully you'll be back for the next one though, all being well. So, and then Daiko, through P10, in on P11. So we'll go back through now to Goleman at the front. So we have Goleman taking it out, racing mediums, still hitting those 115s, consistently 115s now, so he's just got into a nice little rhythm. There's a bit of distance between himself and Tron, so there's a little bit of space for just to sort of ease off and just focus on the rhythm as such, and just put in good consistent laps now. I'm not having to worry about having to cover anyone or having to overtake. It's just a case now of just keeping some rhythm and way to go. So yeah, we've got Tron Nick's still fairly close, so it's not all over here, I don't think. Racing mediums, and I think it was one of the earliest ones to pit was Tron, so it'll be interesting to see how his fuel and tyres run as we go through. Well, 115's there as well, so managing to keep very consistent. Again, excellent lap times. Go through to Nick. Nick, again, very consistent 115s all the way through here, so the guys are very much focused here. Very much able to keep focused on their times and staying consistent. Again, we go to Don. 16s, 15s, but yeah, still pretty consistent. We're sort of within 8/10 of each other, so yeah, still within a second of his best to worst on the racing mediums at that point. Wes is right behind him. We'll flick through in a minute to Jari Michelina, because there's still Jari Michelina business going on. So yeah, 4th and 5th, well done, brilliant. And Dom still leading out the Pro-Am class as well, so he's Pro-Am in P4. Exceptional drive. Brilliant stuff done, well done, mate. Well done. And that was spinny spinners going on there, so that was Wes just losing a bit of distance there. Obviously lost a little bit of grip on a little bit of dirty stuff. And yeah, a bit of impact. Oh, yes, you can see the impact there. It's just spun. Oh no. Ghosting just at the right time. Wow, that was lucky. Oh! And I think that was Peter very lucky. Didn't pick up any damage at that point. That was very lucky indeed. But yeah, Peter's gone up into 7th now. But really unlucky. That bit of damage just spun Wes back out again, I'm guessing, and just lost the control. So he's going to be in a little bit of a battle. Oh, okay, going to be a little bit of a battle there. Slightly grinded there, but thankfully didn't get any extra damage. Oh, it was the cone. Yes, it was, wasn't it? It bounced you up. Yes, that's right. Yes, it was. Yes. I saw that little video you posted. Yeah, absolutely. The cone in the middle of the track bounced you, put you wide, made you spin. Yep, unreal. Absolutely unreal. Okay, so unlucky. Oh, man. So we've got Peter, P7. Again, brilliant drive by Peter as well. And then we've got this going on. So we've still got the Jari Muggelina business. Yeah. I think what they did at the start of the race, to be honest, I'm pretty sure they had 2 elastic bands, and what they did was that Muggelina tied the front elastic band to the back of Jari, and Jari tied the front end elastic band of his car to the back end of Muggelina. So either way, whenever they'd overtake, they wouldn't get too far away from each other. It's great driving, it really is. Brilliant racing, look at that. Beautifully done. But yeah, what a battle. What a battle. Look at that. And that's what it's all about, really. See, this is, for me, this is what it's all about. I never really worry about where I finish, to be honest with you. And if I can have battles like this, if I can have a race like this for so many laps, that's it for me. That's the buzz. Because that's what it's all about. Great fun. And again, still not quite able to get away, so they're both always keeping in touch. They've got that little rubber band system going on. It's just really weird. Again, look at that lovely close racing again. Neither getting really away from each other. It's just amazing, brilliant stuff. I envy both of you. That's exactly where I'd want to be right now. Right in that battle. Look at that. Brilliant driving. Jari driving for the A team. Muggelina driving for Team Iron Hamsters. He did promise me that he will be riding with the correct livery next time around, which would be the Iron Dames livery. So yeah, that's cool. Oh, just a little tap there, I think. Might have just lost that little bit of distance there to Jari, maybe. So yeah, 121, 120, 121, yeah, so he's just lost a couple of mph, that's all. It's moving away, so I'm going to roll through now as these two have a little bit of distance between them. Yeah, it was exceptional racing, really was. I know there's a little bit more battling going on as well, so I'll get through to Don. He's got a nice bit of space here, so he's pretty much being able to focus on putting in good laps here and just sort of not having to worry about somebody biting his tail and not having to worry about where to pass or overtake anyone. So it's quite nice when you're in that situation. You can just focus and stay steady. And yeah, excellent stuff. And there we have Nick. So Nick still not too far away from Tron, really. Again, consistent laps still. You can see Don is Tron a little bit further up in front here, so he's onto the straight. So you can see, still not too far behind each other. And then we have Goldman, who's just gone through the bus stop chicane on his lonesome really now. So he's definitely got quite a few seconds clear at that point. But yeah, great driving again. Excellent consistency. Look at that. So he's even got into the 114s in the mediums there, just into the 114s. So as Tron still see him in the background there as he comes through. As he comes around, you can see Nick in the background there. So it's still very close racing. Still pretty close. There's Nick coming through. A lap 25 now, so we're definitely looking at getting towards the end side of it. We've got 8 minutes to go, hitting the 32nd minute. 8 minutes to go. So there's Nick. We don't have Don coming around the final bend onto the final straight, followed by Yari and Muggelina. So there's a little bit of a gap now. Yari, tyres are looking pretty good health and fuel, plenty of fuel. So yeah, nothing to worry about too much there. And here we are. So Muggelina now down to the final quarter of a tank, just under quarter of a tank. Still got 8 minutes, 7.5 minutes to go. Yes, yeah, absolutely. That's probably the last thing you'll be thinking about, really, is when you get focused like that. It's quite easy to forget everything else and just like get lost in the moment of the battle. And what a battle it was, by the way. So no, absolutely brilliant, really was. Easy to lose yourself in that. It really is easy to lose yourself in that. It's just a brilliant race between the pair of you. Brilliantly raced. Peter just being behind. Again, great consistency from Peter. Excellent stuff. It was absolutely superb. It was the battle. It was the battle of the race, no doubt about that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure a few will probably join you in a bit, Robbo, once we've finished up here. But we don't. Peter again keeping it up there. And we have Dyko in P8, 116s. So again, keeping fairly consistent. Fuel, tyres are fine. Fuel below the last quarter, so a little bit of time to go yet. Similar Wes is just about on the quarter, I should say, and just easing off the laps. The tyres are just wearing, so as you can see where Wes can finish off here now. So right now, so I'm obviously on the softs now. Fuel wise, I'm above the quarter. Yeah, I think that's the thing. I think sometimes, forgetting that part of it, you just sort of. I think if somebody said, right, okay, you could, depending on how you race or how you look at it, but I think sometimes to have that battle for so many laps that you did with Yari, you can't. I don't know. If I had that battle, even if I was battling for last place and second to last place, that battle for me was, that's it. That's everything. Absolutely everything. That's really what you want. Brilliant to watch. I will share the replay afterwards to those that haven't. If anyone didn't manage to save it, so I will share this replay afterwards, and then you can just you can watch that battle amongst yourselves as well. On PSN. But yeah, it was brilliant to watch. Really was good. There's me in P10 at the moment, so I'll just give myself a little bit of time. I haven't given myself a lot of time, so I'll just give myself a little bit. 115s at that point, so I needed really quick laps at this point. That's ideally what I really needed. And 116.44, so yeah, with only about 3 or 4 laps to go, there I am. So I'm P10 at that point. There we go, Wes. So I am catching up with Wes a little bit here, as we can see. Wes's tyres and fuel going down. Yeah, I think that's what you want. And I don't think it doesn't really matter where you are. It could be P1, P2, but it can be freaking P15, P16, P8, P19, P20. It doesn't really matter. I think if you have a battle like that, a race like that, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where you finish. That's what we do it for. It's exactly what you want. Beautiful racing, you know, between each other, between two drivers. Give respect, give space, and that's just it. It's everything you want. Everything you want is all there. It's everything that we do it for. It really is. It's a lot of fun. We all, you know, I'm pretty sure a lot of us would be jealous of Yari and Vigilina there for that epic battle that they had. I mean, we'd all would have loved to have had a bit of that today. But, oh, a little clip there. So has that given me a little bit of a chance here? Who knows? Who knows? I might get up there. But let's filter through. Daiko now on the red, so I've still got a couple of laps to go yet. So he's going to have to be doing a bit of fuel saving, I'm guessing. We have Peter, who won't have to fuel save. He's fueled up well, and like I said, I don't know how many times Peter has ever used manual, but this was actually Peter using manual gears. So brilliant, really was brilliant to see that. Fantastic, and that's, yeah, brilliant. It was the way to do the race. It's the way to get the best out of the car. For pace and fuel and everything, really is. So exceptional drive, Peter. Well done, mate. Well done. Brilliant stuff, mate. To go manual. There you go. You can see the manual part there because you can see him changing gear. It's not revving out. Brilliantly done, mate. Brilliantly done. Okay, and we'll go to Muggelino again now. So Muggelino, a little bit on his own now. So he drifted away from Yari obviously now because of the fuel scenarios. That great battle that he had. Fantastic battle that they had. Really was great. But yeah, and if I was Muggelino, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind running out at this point. I probably would have pitted to try and get a bit more fuel, but I wouldn't have minded at this point because of the battle I had with Yari. I would have been like, yeah, that was brilliant. That was brilliant. That was everything. That was the race. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Fuel mode 6 and everything else, and change gear at like 1,000 revs. But yeah, absolutely, mate. Absolutely. But yeah, it was brilliant. Brilliant to watch. Yari in P5, Don in P4. Beautiful drive by Don. Really was exceptional, mate. Really was. Those times, just nice, consistent 116s. We'll see in a second. We'll see in a second, Nick. We'll pop across and have a look. There we go. Let's see. So, over fuel? I'm not sure. I think you're pulling my leg. But you did have enough. You did have enough, that's for sure. You did have enough. Definitely. Tron has got less than you, so at this point Tron would have been... No, you're right. I think you're spot on, actually. I think you're actually spot on with fuel. You're closing up a little bit as well, I believe, at this point. I think Tron is obviously thinking about that fuel scenario too, maybe. Maybe that's been on his mind there. Changed gear quite a bit earlier there too. So, yeah, probably thinking about the fuel scenario. Realising that, oh, yeah, I might even have to do another lap here. Because we're at 39 minutes 30. Oh, you got it spot on. It looks like you did. Looks like you did. I know. Normally you've got a little bit too much or sometimes not quite enough, but you got your maths right this time round. Definitely. So, yeah, you managed to get another lap. So Tron's really squeezing now. He's really wringing out the tank. P3, so fairly close at this point. I'll just quickly go through. Don, bit of distance there. We got Yari coming through, start, finish. So Don did actually finish that point. We have Yari finishing in P5. We have Peter then coming through and finishing in P6. A bit of fuel. Well done, Peter. Brilliant drive, mate. Brilliant drive. Well done. Well done. Well done. Congratulations on that, mate. Well, congratulations. We have Daiko coming through. Now, Daiko is virtually out of fuel. In fact, Daiko looks like he is out of fuel. Can I possibly get 7th place? Look at this. Look at this. Oh, yeah, not quite, but yeah, I finished P8, P7. Where's in P9 in the end? We've got Ian. Managed to get through into P10 in the end. So P10 for Ian, and then we'll go through. Well done, mate. Well done. There it is. Oops, spinny spinners from Goldieman as he took P1 as he won the race. And then cars P11. Mugelina, unfortunately, but you can see Tron and you can see all three here. So we got Tron and Nick very close in the end, and then we had Mugelina just rolling over. You deserve better from that, Mugelina, you really did, mate. I think everyone will say you deserved more from that, but yeah, the battle you had was absolutely fantastic. I'll just quickly click that on again. I'm not going to watch any more of it. I just want to get to the start, just so that so we can get to that part. But yeah, I think you're right, Goldieman. I do think the mediums do feel quite good. Once you bed them in, they're quite good for a few laps. They do feel quite nice for a few laps, and once they are in as well, they don't feel like you lose too much pace from what you do with the softs, to be honest. From when the softs are at their sharpest, so the softs tend to go off a little bit sooner, but you still get grip for a while. But they're not at their best. Their optimum is quite short-lived, I think. That's my feel anyway. With the tyres, it's sort of short-lived optimum area for them. But the mediums, overall, yeah, it's just a much better feel to that. But yeah, so yeah, that's what it was. So we had, in the end there, we did have great result in the end. So yeah, and it was Goldieman who finished P1 in that race, by the way. So it was Goldieman P1, Tron P2, Nick was P3, D-Max brilliant P4, and Yari P5, and then we had Peter P6, Dyko P7, myself in P8, Wes in P9, Ian P10, Mugelina in P11, and then Faulkner in P12. So that was how it finished in the end. A couple of drivers missing this week, but yeah, it wasn't too bad. Yeah, that's what I found as well, is that there definitely was. I remember when I first started out, I was about 1.5 seconds down. I managed to claw back about half a second once I got used to the tyres a little bit, but I was still a second slower than what it was before the changes. But it was a great drive. Yeah, thanks, Don. It was a great drive all round. I think everyone had a great drive, great race. Nothing really major happened. No really major incidents or anything like that happened. It was just a really good battle, and it was good to watch. It really was. It really was. And like I said, the battle of the race was definitely. I'd have to give that to Mugelina and Yari, because both of them put on a great show. Realistically, you could have sat with them for an awful lot of laps, to be honest with you. Yeah, it did. It did. In fact, I think it did, and I think it has helped a little bit. I think the next race, Team A-Team rocks absolutely. Yeah, it was a good result for A-Team actually, because you had Tron P2, you had yourself in P5, and Dyko was P8 or P7. So yeah, so it was a good result. Also, broken piston racing as well, with Peter, Nick, and Wes. That wasn't a bad result either. So they put in a good result. Team Donuts, yes, indeed, P1 and P4. So you can't knock that either. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So we roll on to the next race, which will be obviously in 2 weeks' time. Well, it'll be less than that. It's 9 days, 10 days, which will be obviously at Tokyo, and looking forward to that, because I think that's going to be quite an interesting race. Also, with it being Tokyo, means that there's potential for a bit of weather. Now, we haven't had any weather yet. The first race we didn't have any weather at that one, at Nürburgring Sprint, but there's potential obviously for Tokyo, as it you can have a bit of weather there. So it's anything can happen there. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. It'll be interesting to see what these will be like if we do get rain, what they will be like in the rain, because yeah, obviously we know with the slight changes and what else, there's different feelings with the tyres and everything, and also different lines. Seen a few that have shown a few different lines that you can take through the wet stuff, and not always the racing lines. So yeah, that'll be interesting. But yeah, great. So yeah, be Tokyo in a couple of weeks' time. Hopefully we will have live comms for that one, and that will be really great. And looking forward to that, because it is going to be interesting to see how it all works out. But yeah, lovely stuff. And I want to thank everybody who's joined me this evening. It's been absolutely fantastic, or this afternoon, or this morning, depending where you are on the planet. And it's been great stuff. It's been lovely having you all in with us. And yeah, looking forward to seeing you again soon. And wow, yeah, great racing, everyone. Really was. I'll just finish it like that now. But there we go. Well, go off that bit there. But yeah, just X off that bit there a minute. So yeah, all done for this one, and be excellent stuff. And we're looking forward to Tokyo. Sorry, I was rambling a little bit there, guys, because I was doing a few little things, so I do apologise for that. But yeah, exceptional, great stuff, guys. And we will see you again, like I say, in a couple of weeks' time at Tokyo for more Radicals, which is powered by Robio.ai. And yeah, looking forward to seeing you then. So thank you very much to everybody for joining in. And yeah, we'll see you again very soon. Thank you very much, and bye-bye. Bye-bye, 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 bye-bye.